I need to stop worrying about what my belly looks like, because every time I worry about what my belly looks like, I get distracted from this video and then the video goes to absolute rubbish. So, welcome to today's video in Biochemistry for Biohackers, and this episode is everything you need to know about creatine, how the creatine works, and like how creatine increases cellular energy, improves athletic performance, and improves brain health. So first of all, what the frick even is creatine? This is literally what creatine is. Creatine is made from the amino acids arginine, glycine, plus the molecule SAM, S-adenylmethionine. Your liver, kidneys, and pancreas are all capable of creating creatine. So creatine is 100% natural. Your body's literally like capable of making it on its own. So there's nothing really bad about creatine. One thing to pay attention to though is that creatine is nitrogen containing. So there's 3 nitrogen groups, and one reason why creatine could potentially become problematic in your liver or your kidneys is because of these nitrogen groups. If your muscles are breaking down a lot, or if for some reason your body is just processing huge amounts of creatine and breaking down a lot of creatine, that increase in nitrogen could lead to increase in ammonia, and that ammonia is toxic, and that ammonia is harmful to cellular health, and it's particularly harmful for brain health. Otherwise, literally, creatine is very safe and it is very effective at increasing cognitive performance, so improving brain health, learning, attention, focusing, memory, and improving athletic performance, so improving endurance, decreasing fatigue, improving muscle recovery, and helping maintain lean, healthy muscle mass. So like one example is on calorie deficit diets. You want to lose body fat, but you don't want to decrease muscle mass. You only want to be burning off that fat. You want to maintain that lean, healthy, metabolic muscle mass, because that's what's going to protect and improve metabolic health. Creatine on a calorie deficit diet will help encourage fat loss and help maintain your nice, healthy muscle mass. And it's very well proven to do that. Creatine improves energy availability to your cells, and that is literally how it's improving athletic performance and like endurance and powering activities or explosiveness in sport, is because it is able to rapidly increase and resupply cellular energy levels. So ATP, this is from video 1 by the way, so see the first video all about ATP and sugar metabolism and fatty acid metabolism. ATP represents cellular energy. ATP is adenosine triphosphate, so one adenosine molecule with 3 phosphates. And ATP is highly unstable. It's like a loaded spring. When you're actually using ATP to power cellular reactions or power activity, you are unloading that spring. You are popping off this phosphate here. And because so much energy is stored in this bond is so unstable, popping off that P releases a huge amount of energy in that cell. And then that energy is used to power muscle contraction, power explosive workout, or just power cellular functions, or literally like neurons doing information processing or encoding memories. ATP is what makes things happen in your body. Once you use this ATP, you end up with ADP. So ATP is usable energy, ADP is spent energy. You're not really going to be able to break down ADP and extract huge amounts of energy anymore. So in the case of explosive activity or like high performance sports, when you are burning so much sugar, burning so many fatty acids, and just burning through your cells' ATP stores, you are going from ATP to ADP at such high amounts that now your capacity to do work or power your performance slows down, because we're burning all our sugar, we're burning all our fats, we are using all our ATP, and now we're stuck with a ton of ADP. What the creatine molecule does is it can be existing as creatine or creatine phosphate. Creatine is literally just this. Creatine phosphate is this molecule, but instead of this hydrogen here, you have a phosphate molecule. It looks like this. Here's creatine phosphate with the phosphate molecule. You have ATP in your cell, and you use that ATP to power some reaction. Now you have ADP and some phosphate hanging off over here. So you had ATP, 3 phosphates, and now you have ADP, 2 phosphates, and an extra phosphate. Creatine kinase and the molecule creatine scoops up that phosphate and now becomes phosphocreatine. Creatine kinase, the enzyme, grabs onto phosphocreatine, grabs onto ADP, and it hooks them up together, and it moves the phosphate from phosphocreatine onto ADP. Now we go from adenosine diphosphate back into adenosine triphosphate, so ATP, usable energy. That's what's happening here. We have ATP, we use that energy, so the ATP hydrolyzes, the phosphate's released, energy is released, and now we have ADP down here. Now we have the creatine molecule and a free phosphate. That free phosphate hooks up to creatine, and we have phosphocreatine. The enzyme creatine kinase reacts ADP with phosphocreatine PCR, and it goes whoosh, switches the phosphates, and we end up with ATP here and creatine here. When you're taking creatine supplements, like if you're supplementing with creatine monohydrate, you are supplementing with the creatine molecule, not the creatine kinase enzyme. Creatine kinase is an enzyme, so it is a protein, and it is encoded for in your DNA, and it is made up of amino acids. So if your diet is rich in healthy proteins, you're getting in all your essential amino acids, then your body's probably gonna have no problem making the enzyme creatine kinase. And then also, creatine molecule, it's made out of arginine, glycine, and S-adenosylmethionine, SAM. If you're eating a healthy diet, getting in all your essential amino acids, eating high quality nutrient dense foods, your liver, pancreas, and kidneys, they're gonna have no problem making creatine. However, creatine supplementation, so supplementing with creatine monohydrate, still is associated with improved cognitive performance and improved athletic performance, because it just helps top off your cellular creatine stores. So vegans or vegetarians, people on low protein diets or deficient in amino acids, this is when creatine supplementation is gonna have the most pronounced benefits, because your amino acid situation, your amino acid pool is so low, your body's kind of struggling to make creatine. So if you just supplement with creatine monohydrate, you're gonna increase your cellular stores of creatine, and now that creatine is gonna start functioning in increasing cellular energy availability. So for complete completion for all the most detail, this is what is happening inside of your cell when we are relying on the phosphocreatine system for energy. We start with creatine here, and we start with ATP here. All of a sudden your body decides, whoa, I need to super quickly, speedily power this explosive movement. I need to use my ATP. Where did this ATP come from? This ATP came from aerobic respiration. It came from burning sugar or burning fatty acids in your mitochondria. This ATP gets used, your cell hydrolyzes ATP, and it uses that energy to power the explosive movement. Now you have spent energy, you have ADP. What this creatine molecule does is it picks up the phosphate and it becomes creatine phosphate, PCR. So here's your creatine molecule and here's the phosphate attached. In this situation now, ADP is spent energy. You're not really getting any more energy out of that. And phosphocreatine is this molecule that kind of represents a sneaky backdoor shortcut to get back to ATP super speedily without having to wait so long for the complete process of glucose oxidation or the complete process of burning a fatty acid. Creatine kinase does this reverse reaction. Creatine kinase takes phosphocreatine and it takes ADP and it pops this phosphate onto ADP, and because it's a kinase, you already know, okay, kinases phosphorylate things. Creatine kinase phosphorylates ADP into ATP. Now you're left with creatine over here. And now your cell has ATP, which can start powering cellular reactions. That's literally it. That's everything you need to know about creatine. If you guys got any value out of this video, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me put more time, energy, and resources into these videos and into the extra resource documents like this one. So this video is a part of the series Biochemistry for Biohackers on my website, nutritionbyelsa.com. You can get the complete set of notes complementing all the videos in this series. So these are the notes on the glycolysis, tricarboxylic acid cycle, and then the ATP video and the creatine video, which you just watched right now, and that's available on my website, nutritionbyelsa.com. I also have freebies there as well, so literally free things for you, so just go get them. They're super awesome. And I wrote literally a whole entire book all about how to eat for your brain and for your skin, and like why it actually is good for your brain and skin. Inside that book, there are 23 charcuterie recipes, all specifically targeted to improve skin health, brain health, and just make healthy eating effortless. So go to my website, get the book. It's called The College Girl's Guide to a Better Brain, Glowing Skin, and Effortless Nutrition. Don't ask me what I was thinking when I made the title, because I know the title is like so ridiculously long, but it's a really good book. And you can get it on my website, nutritionbyelsa.com. Okay, everybody, have such a rocking day. I'm so happy this video didn't take like 9 hours to film, because the ATP video took like 9 hours to film. And yeah, okay, see you later. Bye-bye.